back to Driver's Side. Now today we are going to have a lot of fun because today we are going to be doing the first of hopefully many car reviews on this channel, and this review is special because we're doing my car. Now the review on my car is going to be kind of special because it's going to be done in sort of two parts. Now this car is my daily driver and it's also kind of my project car, so I'm going to be modifying it a little bit. And I'm going to start by doing a review of just the car bone stock without any modifications, just showing you guys what a bone stock M3 is like. And then I'm going to do another review later on once I've done all the modifications I want to it, and I'm going to show you guys kind of how the modifications have improved the driving experience or made it worse or not really changed anything, just to give you a good idea of what's a good modification for this car and what isn't. So let's start by talking about the exterior of the car. Now, I think this car is the most beautiful M3 they've ever made. Out of all the generations of the M3 and now M4, I think this one is the most beautiful, and I think that's because the styling cues of the M3 compared to the 3 Series Coupe of this era were very subtle styling cues, and I think the subtleness of it makes the car it makes it very attractive to people who know what they're looking at, and for people who don't know what they're looking at that aren't car people, they just kind of think it's a clean 3 Series Coupe, which makes it kind of a sleeper. And it really does look kind of like a base model 3 Series Coupe until you kind of look a little closer and you see the really nice aggressive front fascia and the side grills and the quad exhaust. It all looks really good and it ties well together. Another thing I like about the aesthetics of this car is everybody kind of has a soft spot for it. No matter what kind of car guy you run into, they kind of have a soft spot for it. Obviously this car fits in with European car owners and car enthusiasts because it's a BMW, it's a German car. Also, I think the styling cues kind of draw the JDM tuner crowd a little bit because it kind of does fit in with those styling cues. Also, this car is kind of the same sort of size comparatively to a Mustang. So, whenever you run into a Mustang on the road, the driver's probably gonna want to race you. The suspension is really tight, but it's not tight to the point where it feels like a go-kart. Now I've driven a Z4 before, a BMW Z4 that was made around the time of this car, and that car has the same tightness in suspension, but it feels like a go-kart because it's super tight, and whenever you go over a bump in the road it feels really, really jerky and painful. But with this car, it's got the same suspension tightness, there's almost zero body roll, but it's really refined. You can tell BMW really spent a lot of time tweaking the suspension and making sure they got it right. Now the difference that you can feel is, instead of jerking and really feeling the bump, when you go over a bump in this car, you kind of lurch into it. The car kind of lurches into inconsistencies in the road and bends and twists, and it makes the drive really fun. Oh, you can take turns so fast! It's ridiculous! Oh, it's so smooth, it's perfect. Oh, just listen to it. Oh, it sounds good. Right now we're driving kind of on a twisty back road, old highway, and it's so fun. Every time I take a road like this in this car, it just gives me such an adrenaline rush. It sounds good and it feels good and it's all really smooth and connected to the road. I just start sweating and having to focus really hard. It's so great. The reason why I chose this car over any other car is because the M3 is just so good at doing everything well. Whatever you need it for, it's going to do it well. This car is good if you want it to be a daily driver. Sure, it'll do it fine. If you want this car to be a track car, you only need a couple simple modifications for this to be a really good competitor on the track. If you want this car to be a fun weekend cruiser, it's perfect for that, just how it is. The back seats are pretty enjoyable ride, actually. They're bolstered, they have a little bit of bolster in them, and they're pretty roomy. And also the back seats fold down, so if you need to haul something or have a lot of luggage with you, you can just fold the back seats down. You've got plenty of storage space. So it makes this car really practical. God, it just keeps climbing. Oh, it just keeps going up. Those revs are crazy. I'm honestly scared to take it to redline, because it just gets so crazy, it gets so mad at you. Good for heel towing though. And the balance, you can go through the turns so well. Vanos. Woo! Yeah, this is a track car. This car would do you well on the track. I cannot lie to you. These M3s are getting more and more highly regarded because they're kind of being held as the last analog M3. Because the E92 M3s and all the generations afterwards, they started becoming more and more disconnected. Now, this isn't necessarily a bad thing because the cars are always getting better and better at performance, but they don't quite have the same connection as this car. This car is just a straight manual 6-speed transmission, which is what it should be. You're getting the right amount of communication with the road through the steering wheel and the seat, and it's a really, really enjoyable experience. And it's just really freaking fun to drive. That's the main thing. It's really freaking fun to drive. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh. That's good. That's good stuff. Let's do a downshift. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Woo! Oh, scurry. So that's my main synopsis of the car. It's a great overall car. These cars are still pretty reasonably priced. You can still find them pretty well sorted for under $20,000 or around $20,000. I think this car is the epitome of BMW's ultimate driving machine slogan, just because it can do everything so well. That's pretty much going to do it for this review, guys. If you liked this video, make sure to like, leave comments, and subscribe. And if you want me to review your car and you live near the Kansas City area, you can contact me at driverside@outlook.com. I'll leave that down in the description for you guys, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.